Warning, the material and information you're about to see in this video is a typical day in the life of an Amazon seller. Contrary to popular belief, there won't be any luxury cars, expensive boats, million-dollar homes, lavish vacations, or unimaginable lifestyles featured. If this is what you think becoming an Amazon seller creates for you, then grab the device you're watching this on and chuck it at the nearest wall. Hi, I'm Josh and I've been a professional Amazon seller since 2018. It's been a roller coaster ride from losing thousands of dollars in my very first month to being featured on CNBC's Make It series just last year. Now it's important that you understand most sellers on Amazon aren't wealthy millionaires. Actually, less than 5% of sellers on Amazon make over $100,000 in net sales. I am one of those 95% of Amazon sellers who have been using it as a tool to supplement my income over these past 5 years. Selling on Amazon didn't buy me a luxury car or a multi-million-dollar home. Rather, it helped me pay off my student loans in 2019, gave me enough of a cushion to leave my 9-to-5 job in 2021, and currently pays for my wife and I's mortgage each month. Today I want to share with you what a normal day looks like for 95% of Amazon sellers and what it could look like for you. So most of my mornings, they start out just like yours, with coffee and breakfast. By the way, I'll leave the clips of me waking up and brushing my teeth out of this video because I think it's always a little weird when people do that in these lifestyle videos. Anyways, during this time, I'm checking my Amazon Seller Central app to see how many overnight sales I brought in, and I'm also checking my email to see if there's anything from Amazon, such as returns. I'll tackle these few items and then I'll take some time to just enjoy my morning. After about an hour, I'll head up to my office around 8 a.m. to get into contact with my overseas suppliers. There's a 12-hour time difference, so this is the only point in time I can really get into contact with them during my day. Yesterday, I requested one supplier to send over an invoice for a repeat order, so I'm hoping that he got that done overnight. Great, it looks like he did, and I'll review the invoice before completing the payment to kick this purchase order off. If I need my supplier to work on anything, such as a new quote or design work, I'll make sure I let them know at this point so they can work on it later. Now here's where most of my work will start with my Amazon store, which is from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. During this time, I'll log on to Amazon Seller Central, which is the seller platform that allows me to really manage my store. When I'm logging onto this, I'll be reviewing my overnight orders in detail. I'll resolve any of those issues from earlier emails in the morning, and I'll also spend a good bit of time managing my ad campaigns. When managing my ad campaigns, I'll pay attention to two important metrics, which are my return on ad spend, or ROAS, and my advertising cost of sales, or ACoS. These two metrics tell me how efficiently I'm spending my advertising budget in order to generate sales. They're extremely important. The higher the ROAS is and lower the ACoS is, the better. Think of it as a return on investment. This ad campaign isn't performing extremely well, so I'll substitute keywords that I'm targeting with new ones during this 10 to 30 minute process. While I was doing this, I received an alert on my phone to go ahead and restock one of my products. I tend to do this quite a bit with reminders on my phone just to keep me on track during the day. Now, Amazon does a good job of predicting when you need to restock, so I'll look at this inventory tool each week and set reminders when I need to restock my inventory. This alert said that I needed to restock my head covers that were about to go out of stock. I was storing about a couple hundred of these units at my home, so later this afternoon I will create my shipment workflow and send these off to Amazon. So let's pump the brakes for a second. I'm sure that you've noticed that I do not own a warehouse where I keep all of my products, or I haven't even spoken to any of my customers at this point. That's because Amazon takes care of all of this for me through their FBA, or Fulfillment by Amazon program. I pay them a small fee per unit to store my products, fulfill each order, and handle the customer service. It is what allows me to operate my entire business as a one-man team and helps many independent sellers scale their business to that next level. So I just wanted to make sure that I highlighted that because this is a program that you'll want to use if you want to sell on Amazon. But before we go ahead and we restock these items that I have in my house, I need to get some exercise. I'm currently training for a marathon, so today I plan to head out to the local trail to run for about an hour or so. By far, my favorite part about being an Amazon seller is the time wealth that it creates. Don't get me wrong, you do have to put in the hours to launch a private label product. However, as soon as I launch that product, there's very little work to do thereafter, since again, Amazon handles my storage, fulfillment, and customer service. The output is an abundance of time to spend how I want. The ability to go out for a midday run, take the day off to golf, or do whatever I want on my own schedule is what makes it totally worth it. Trust me on that. I guarantee if you took a poll of 100 Amazon sellers and you asked them what is the best part about selling on Amazon, they're not going to say money, they're going to say time. Alright, so now that I've got my exercise in for the day, I'll head back home to freshen up and eat lunch. On most days, I won't even work on my Amazon store in the afternoon since most of my daily tasks have been completed by now. I do run some other online businesses that I focus my attention on during the afternoons, but luckily today I have some more Amazon store items to tackle. The first thing I need to do is to restock those items that we were talking about earlier. So I'll spend about 15 minutes and I'll create my shipping plan so I can get those units out to Amazon. I usually have my supplier ship directly to Amazon, but I never do that on a new product like this. I send my first batch of a new product to my home or business to make sure that there are no defects and that it's a quality item. The last thing I want is for the product to go from the supplier to Amazon and then to the customer just to find out that there's defects. As you can imagine, all of that would fall back on me and my business, which means added costs and negative reviews. This has happened to me in the past and it's a mistake that I'll never make again. Now, since we're talking about cost, I'm assuming that you may be wondering what this will cost me to ship these units to Amazon. It's a good question. Shipping costs on Amazon are actually pretty cheap. For a box like this that contains 100 or so head covers at 40 pounds in total, it's only about $13 to ship to my nearest fulfillment center in New Jersey. So, not bad at all since that's only 13 cents per unit or not even 8% of my margin. After packing these up, I'll head over to the local UPS store and I'll drop them off. Simple as that. In about 1 to 2 weeks, these items will be available on Amazon to be purchased by customers all across the United States, in Canada, and also Mexico. Okay, so before I head back home to finish up my day and to get to the last couple of items that I usually tackle, I thought it'd be a good idea to stop down at my local lake to do some fishing. On most days, I'll play 9 holes or fish at this lake to unwind. I'm an awful fisherman, but I find it to be one of the best ways to clear my mind and to just relax before really going into the final part of my day. So after catching no fish and to finish up my day, I'll head back home to spend about 30 to 60 minutes researching my product niches that I'm currently selling in and to see how the demand is forecasting. By looking at the weekly search volume for specific searches, I can begin to see trends on what I should expect with my demand, whether it's going to rise or decline over the next few weeks to months. It's the best way other than past sales to efficiently stock my inventory at Amazon. The last thing that I'll do today is to work on a new brand I'm currently in the process of making, but I can only show you so much of that. Now that's a typical day in my life when I'm focusing on sustaining my Amazon business. Whether you're someone looking to use your Amazon store to replace your income or just to supplement your income, it can be one of the most powerful tools to accomplish that. It's done this for me and thousands of Amazon sellers all across the world, which is why it's so sought after. So let my lifestyle be a testament to what 95% of sellers do on a daily basis and what you can expect as well.